Hi, I'm Glenn Wattman, CEO of Asset Intertech, and I'm here today with Larry Traylor, who's the CEO of Arium. We have a very exciting announcement to tell you about today. So today we're announcing that Asset Intertech is acquiring Arium, and we're merging the two companies together so that we can fulfill the vision of embedded instrumentation. This has been really key, and it's all about our customers who have given us feedback on that their challenges are more and more processors. As one customer told me, I just have an explosion of all this firmware on my board that I have to manage. We know that all the buses are going high speed. People have lost physical access due to packaging technology. So when you put it all together, and our customers are trying to deal with new technologies but have some challenges. And so as Asset, we've of course focused on a lot of the hardware areas of validation and test with some areas of debug, and Arium is focused on software debug and trace, so we think the combination is very powerful. Let me let Larry speak a few words from his perspective.
Well, Arium and both myself and the other folks at Arium are very excited about this merger. The reasons are multifold. We get more resources to develop the products for our existing customers in the software and firmware development area, as well as bringing our product into the hardware development area to help control the experiment or control the software while you get to the point of needing to look at details in the hardware. So both aspects of it are exciting places for us to want to bring our technologies, both debug technologies and tracing technologies in the debug world. And we think it's a great fit with the Asset Intertech technologies for adding hardware debug.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. Yeah, we agree. Our view is we've been taking some of these technologies and moving more toward the designer. So our first main thrust has recently been with the Intel HSIO technology. And what we're hearing from customers is, how do I get these complex boards up and running, get the hardware issues, make sure they're built right, the performance is good, and then of course the software is working, and it's a very complex job. So we're trying to put more things together on our journey, our sort of embedded instrumentation journey that we're on. And software debug and trace is a key base level technology that we needed to have in the ScanWorks platform. So we think, as I've talked to customers, they've said, yeah, I just want as much visibility into everything you can give me. I want visibility into many registers of as many chips as you can give me, and visibility into software and what's happening and so forth. So we think the combination is very, very powerful, and Larry can explain some actual technical details of things that he's seen people solve.
More and more people are wanting to look at software and hardware transitions and events at the same time. There's more elements, for instance, in the ARM core site technology, like the new STM, that allow monitoring of hardware signal transitions along with software and time stamping them such that they can be time correlated. These tools will work together to bring focus to the exact point in time and stop the system in a state where there's trouble, and allow use of both our software debugger, firmware debugger, as well as Asset Intertech's technology for looking at high-speed I/O and other hardware aspects of the chip through the JTAG port.
So if you look at the Arium business has been mostly focused. They have Intel tools and ARM tools. So let's talk about the Intel side first. If you look at what Asset's done, we've done a lot with Intel lately in the last few years in the HSIO area and so forth. And in early June, Intel announced their Silicon View technology, which is in essence their name for all the embedded instrumentation that they're putting in processors and chipsets and so forth. And how they have looked at the issue is, if you look at their website, they divide it into kind of three areas. So platform debug, electrical validation, and manufacturing test. So Asset has been the leading person to work with Intel on the electrical validation part, and Asset has processor control test tools and boundary scan tools that support the manufacturing test part of that picture. And Arium brings, of course, the software debug and trace, the platform debug tools. So you put the combination together, and we feel we've got a really great offering, totally in alignment with Intel strategies that they announced, and totally in alignment with the Intel install base of solutions that they need as they adopt new Intel silicon technologies. If you look at the ARM space, we see ARM going into lots of different markets, and I'll let Larry talk about some of the exciting things that we want to make investments in that area.
There's multiple places that Arium needs to grow, and with this merger, we'll get the opportunity to do that because we'll have the resources to expand both in the 64-bit ARM technology, STM trace components, and code coverage. And as we expand those features in our tool and integrate them with the Asset Intertech features, we'll be offering a solution that debugging a critical problem like a blue screen in a system that can be really hard to find without trace kind of tools. We'll be able to use the Arium trace technology and debugging technologies to isolate the point in time and stop the platform at the critical point, and then use all of the tools together through the same port in a coordinated way to find out what's really wrong.
So if you look at this, we're trying to put together all the different tools in one environment. So depending on what problem, the engineer has a tool to help them during board bring up, and then moving into reusing a lot of the technologies or things that they develop into manufacturing tests. So we really feel that this is beginning to really fulfill our vision of embedded instrumentation. Software debug and trace is critical as there's more software in systems. So this has really been driven, our customers have helped us as we move forward, develop our strategy, and this is another piece of that journey on that strategy. So Larry and I are really excited. Both of our teams are really excited about this opportunity. Soon our sales force will be, meeting with our major customers, both us and Arium, so that we can peel the onion and discuss this in more detail and get more feedback to help us prioritize things. But Larry, this is just fantastic, and I can't wait for us to.
We're all excited.
Yes, sir.
It's
Thank you.
going to be great.